Folks, it's the middle of the day on Christmas Eve 2022 as you are watching this video, and I cannot think of a more appropriate time to bring something very important to your attention. Now, one of the greatest aspects of what we do on Christmas is to bring Christ to people's attention because he is the only reason for the season. He's our only hope, and he is the only one that we can turn to solve the problems that we continue to face in this world. Now, as I have said this before, the hard left, the totalitarianists, and those that are evil have been working at seeking to destroy society for a very long time in the United States. And I have evidence of that as I'm about to read to you a portion of an article from the Arizona Law Review that goes back to the year 2000. Now, if you have the stomach of reading the Arizona Law Review, volume 62, :1, I can just tell you this right now, it will make you absolutely sick. Now, this is a story regarding what they write about homeschooling, and I want to read to you a very small portion of what they actually have to say, and it is absolutely ugly. So they go and refer to parents who are homeschool parents, which I am a very proud homeschool parent with my wife. They refer to us as a homeschool regime, right? We are a regime of people. That's what they use, and they actually make it sound like we are evil in nature with their terminology. And then they make these statements. They refer to us as ignoring the scientific method, right? And, quote, looking to the Bible instead as their source for understanding the world. You darn straight we are. The scientific method only confirms that the Bible is true, right? Now, this is pretty disgusting. Listen to this paragraph. It says, the legal claim made in defense of the current homeschooling regime is based on a dangerous idea about parental rights. What's that dangerous idea? Ready? Here it is. That those with enormous physical and other power over infants and children should be subject to virtually no check on that power. That parents should have monopoly control over children's lives, development, and experience, and that parents who are committed to beliefs and values counter to those of the larger society are entitled to bring their children up in isolation so as to help ensure that they will replicate the parents' views and lifestyle choices. So they say that it is wrong if you are a parent to raise your child up in the ways of the Lord, even though you are in a world that is filled with wickedness. Guess what? It is our right to do that. God gave us that right, and it's been that way in the United States of America from its very inception. But let me tell you how dark these people are getting. Watch this. I'll go to a paragraph that says, it is inconsistent with our legal and cultural history. No, it isn't, you liars. But look what they continue to say. From early on, our law recognized that the state has a role to play in child rearing and that parents have responsibilities and not just rights. Folks, the state has no right to interfering with the way we choose to raise our children. I cannot think of anything more demonic and more evil and more ungodly. Yes, we are to raise our children in the ways of the Lord. We are to honor them, love on them, care about them, give them all that they need to be raised up in the best possible way. But to say the state, why in the world would I allow a state to have control over my children who tried to kill them before they came out of the mother's womb? Can you think of anything more demonic? Folks, they've been working at this for years. They are trying to ruin the very thing that we celebrate on Christmas, and that is the work of God in bringing Christ to this world to deliver us from the death trap of sin, and we cannot allow it to happen. It is time to open up our eyes. Folks, we need to get what's really going on here, understand it, and recognize that God requires of us that we stand for righteousness and not allow this totalitarian garbage to continue through. enough is enough, and it's time for us to stand up for righteousness and to raise our children in the ways of the Lord. They need us to do it, folks. Our children need us more than ever to raise them up in God's ways. God bless you.